Greetings and welcome to the Wealth for Real YouTube channel. I'm your host, Christopher Anastasio. It's Friday, September 29th, 2023. And today, guys, I wanted to talk to you about something I cannot believe I haven't covered yet on this channel. Probably should have been the first thing I put up. And that is the U.S. National Debt Clock, which, if you have not seen it before, it's absolutely mind-blowing. It's a wonderful resource to remind you of how bankrupt your country, the United States, if that happens to be your country, is slowly becoming, and what your share of it is, and all kinds of other statistics, which we'll get to in a second. What I want to do is give you guys a little context on why I even thought to make this video today about the debt clock, and that is because of this video on Mike Maloney's YouTube channel, the goldsilver.com, or Gold Silver YouTube channel with Mike Maloney is the official name of it. If you guys don't already know, Mike is absolutely outstanding in the arena of precious metals, gold, silver, talking about sound money, talking about how the Federal Reserve works, fiat currencies, the eventual implosion of fiat currencies. I mean, all this type of stuff he covers to a great degree on his website, goldsilver.com, and on his YouTube channel. So if you haven't found Mike Maloney yet, or you have an interest in this area, you haven't come across his site or his YouTube channel, would absolutely urge you to go ahead and check it out. It's been a great resource to me the last several months that I've been tracking and following him. And shout out to Anthony for even getting me oriented towards Mike Maloney via the Federal Reserve video that you sent me. So I can't thank you enough for that. Anyway, so this was a video that I had seen, just kind of getting further to the point now. I'd seen this headline, I think it was yesterday, the day before. I think this video has been up for, about a day or so. So it must have been yesterday. Saw it, was like, okay, I want to take a look at it. It was one of his longer videos, so I didn't have time to watch it until today. And when I watched it, at one point in this video, and the whole video is great, guys. Whether you're familiar with Mike or not, you should watch this video. But at one point, he brings up the debt clock website, which I'll bring up here in a moment, and starts showing certain statistics off of there. They're just mind-boggling. So I want to share those with you guys today, but I wanted to show you the source of the inspiration for this video, which in and of itself is worth checking out. And that's this video here, which I went ahead and put on the Facebook page right here. You can see it. You can see it right here at the top of the feed. Put it up several hours ago. Don't know why Facebook removes my face when I go over to Facebook. But anyway, you can either find this on YouTube or on my Facebook page's feed. But let's go over to the debt clock, guys. So here's the debt clock. Let's see. Oh, yeah, they let me show my face. Okay. It's overwhelming. I can't possibly encapsulate every data point shown to you here. We can't go over every one of them right now. But suffice it to say that this website tracks primarily, and you see it right here in the upper left, the U.S. national debt, as well as sort of derivative statistics or related statistics in the realm of federal government, spending, our currency, our share of the debt, our assets. I mean, you name it, it's on here. It's unbelievable what this thing has. You could spend an entire day, I think, just trying to look at every single data point and digesting what it's showing you. But as you can see here, guys, I'm going to show you a couple of them. And then I think in the future, you probably will see me refer to this website more and more often now that I've been reminded of it. Right here, U.S. national debt. And you can also see, guys, when you hover over it, you get an explanation here. Let me just circle it with the cursor. Right up here in this box, it'll tell you what you're looking at. So I put the cursor on U.S. national debt. You can see it right there at the top. National public debt outstanding represents the face amount or principal amount of marketable and non-marketable securities currently outstanding. So that's the major one. That's the 33 trillion we always talk about, or that comes up along the way. There's some other, little, data points here kind of derived from it that are pretty amazing. Every citizen is carrying $98,000 of debt. Every taxpayer, $250,000. So, and there's some caveats to this. There's some further nuance and stuff, but it makes the numbers no less impactful, okay, in terms of what this is exactly telling you. So those are all very notable. A couple other ones I just want to show you guys before I get to one of the really big ones that I want to highlight. You can see down here, debt to GDP ratio, about 50% in the 60s. dropped to 35% roughly in the 80s, back in the 50s in 2000, and now 122%. That is staggering and should be very alarming to anybody who digests this information. So you can see some other interesting ones. And again, by no means am I covering all of them, but federal tax revenue, revenue per citizen, state revenue, GDP, worker compensation, federal, state, and local spending, total debt to GDP ratio 136% when you take all this into account. You can come down here and see some of the entitlement stuff, Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, defense, and then the interest on the debt. So pretty staggering here, guys. 1.7 trillion on Medicare, Medicaid. Let's see. A little over 1.6 trillion. Social Security, 1.3 trillion. Defense, almost 800 billion. And the interest on the debt coming in at over 700 billion. So again, incredibly staggering statistic there. You can kind of see over here, guys, you got other interesting little data points: the U.S. population, union workers, median income, bankruptcies, millionaires, top 1% wealth, bottom 50% wealth, stuff about currency, silver gold ratios, crypto, things of that nature. I think what's pretty interesting here, guys, that's not always highlighted in the discussions about the debt is a couple things here: unfunded debt and interest. Okay, you can see here the U.S. total debt when all the unfundeds are taken into account, it's $103 trillion. Okay, and actually I've seen numbers higher than that. You can see up here when you go to total debt, includes household, business, state, local, financial, and federal government. So this isn't necessarily the federal unfunded liabilities, but if you come down here, guys, that's the number I'm talking about. So tucked away here in the bottom right, U.S. unfunded liabilities, $194 trillion. So if you click that, actually, I don't know why it kind of makes it difficult to see both at the same time. It's kind of weird. Hovering over this should put it up there, but now we can't see it. So I'd like to see what their explanation of this is, but you can't really see them at the same time. So there's got to be a way to do it that I just can't figure out right now. But the point is, guys, look at the Social Security liability, look at the Medicare, look at the U.S. unfunded liability, which comes out to $578,000 per citizen, not even per taxpayer. Just absolutely eye-watering. So anyway, this is just something for you guys to kind of digest on your own time. Would love to hear what you guys think about it. Again, you can spend a whole day diving into any one of these things, I think, and kind of understanding the implications of it, but particularly all of this stuff about our debt to GDP, unfunded liabilities, et cetera, et cetera. So like I said, guys, more to follow on this. I think it's just incomprehensible. I mean, I honestly don't really know what else to say about it right now. I wanted to make you guys aware of it. I wanted to highlight a couple of the numbers for you, but we will come back to this in the future. So again, just to recap, guys, check out this video from Mike Maloney, Gold Silver. Talks about a lot of stuff, including the debt clock. I mean, there's some stuff actually in this video that I need to spend a whole couple of videos on in terms of like U.S. Treasury debt, when it's maturing, when it's coming due, the interest implication. I mean, a whole raft of subjects that just this 30-minute video covered really, really nicely that I'd like to get into as well. But the point being, watch this video. At some point, you will see this thing. Come over, take a look at this, play around with it, hover over it, see what you can learn from it. Hopefully you don't pass out. And like I said, it's on the Facebook feed. If you guys can't find it on YouTube for some reason, I posted the YouTube video there. And I probably will put the debt clock there after I conclude this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe. Drop a comment, drop a question. Would love to hear what you guys think about this, your take on this. What you think of when you see that debt clock. But in the meantime, I hope everybody has a great weekend. We'll be back with you guys next week as we start the last quarter of the year. And October is always a little bit of an interesting month in the stock market too. So that could be kind of intriguing to see what happens there. But like I said, in the meantime, thank you for supporting the channel, guys. Until next time, we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.